everyone, Pastor Tom here. I recently had a conversation with a friend that asked me, what does it really mean to make Jesus the Lord of your life? It was a really great question. You see, we live in an awesome country, one where personal liberties are a part of our lives, inalienable rights we're born into because we live in America. Lordship isn't really understood or lived. Why? In our country, it's believed that we are actually the lords of our own lives. So here's an example. For about 6 years, I worked for a Fortune 500 company. When I was hired, I was told that they had a specific way of doing things that allowed them to shuffle people from one location to another seamlessly, enabling them to maximize their efficiency. About a year into my job, I got sent to a toxic store. Morale was bad, store leadership was lacking, and profits were way down. I showed up to do a job and they actually gave me a different one. They had paid for my move. It was about $10,000 and I was obligated to stay there for at least 6 months, so I was stuck. If I didn't finish my job, I'd have to pay them back. So I buckled down. We got rid of some bad leaders. We worked our butts off and got the momentum of the store turned around. After about 9 months, it was awesome. I mean, everybody liked their job. They were making money. I was having fun. About that time, I bought a house and I was ready to settle down and enjoy the fruit of my labor. Then, my regional VP came to town. He met with me, congratulated me on a job well done. I was feeling pretty good, and then he dropped the bomb. They had bought another store in my town, and it too was toxic, and the company wanted me to go fix it. I looked at him and I respectfully declined. I said, no, I'm not really interested. I like my store and I didn't want to have to leave to start a really hard process all over again. I'll never forget this. He giggled at me and he said, I'm sorry, when I was at corporate last week looking at the pictures of the decision makers of the company, I didn't see your name under any of the faces. He then told me I'd be transferring on Monday and I need to go pack my stuff up. You see, they were the Lord of my life as far as my job was concerned. I was rewarded incredibly well if I did a good job running their plan. Big decisions were not mine to make. I was judged on how well I executed their plan. That is what it means to be a follower of Christ. You see, our opinion, our feelings, or our personal plans mean nothing to Him. He has a plan for us, a better plan than we could have ever come up with on our own. How to live, our purpose, and even His reward system are all part of His kingdom plan. Too many of us are wanting to change or modify that plan and still walk in the benefits of the kingdom. You see, there's only one picture on the wall in heaven of all the decision makers. It's only got one name on it. And it's a name that's above all other names. That name is Jesus Christ. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. I want to encourage you to know Him. Know His plan and His purpose. Run the plan. If there's something in it you don't like or you don't agree with, just run the plan. You see, the Word tells us over and over again, to be born again, you have to die. You have to die to yourself, your opinion, everything from your past. If you'll do, you'll experience abundant life and peace here on this earth, as well as for eternity. If not, the alternative is death. But I want to challenge you, choose life. Submit yourself to knowing Him above everything else. You will never regret it. Hey guys, thanks again for a few minutes of your time, and we'll see you next time on Something for the 167.